Well, Josh, this is a race and a candidate to watch. Today, Chris Sununu voted in his hometown of Newfields before heading over to talk with voters and hit the polls and make a number of visits across the state, including at Bedford High School. Sununu is, of course, the son of a former governor and the brother of a former U.S. senator, and he is reviving a political organization that has had quite a bit of electoral success in the past. But he's shying away from all that talk, saying this race isn't about a family name, it's about issues. Nonetheless, win or lose, Chris Sununu's fate will be a big story tonight. For now, I'm Adam Sexton live in Greenland. Let's head over to the Queen City where Amy Covino is live at Ted Gatzis campaign headquarters.
The Dairy Field has brought Ted Gatzis good luck since his first mayoral victory back in 2009. He's hoping for a repeat performance tonight.
Coming out.
We caught up with Ted Gatzis at Bedford High School this afternoon, his 15th stop of the day. He's wearing his lucky tie and says voters are upbeat and telling him he's their candidate. Gatzis says he's known for accessibility to his constituents and for giving people a straight answer, even if it's not a popular one. He won his fourth term by a slim 100 votes, and tonight's race is expected to be tight as well. 4 candidates vying for the Republican nomination for governor. And for more on one of those contenders for that Republican nomination, let's head up to Meredith and my colleague Kristen Carosa covering the Jeannie Forrester campaign. Kristen?
Amy, we are live here at Church Landing in Meredith, where State Senator Jeannie Forrester will spend the night waiting for election results to come in. We did catch up with her earlier this morning at a polling location in Derry, where she was saying she was getting some good comments and good feedback on her run for governor. She's the only female in this race. Senator Forrester has been at the State House for more than 6 years. She's been a member of the most important committee in the legislature, the Senate Finance Committee, which she now chairs. Forrester has also been a town administrator in Tuftonboro and New Durham, and she's a former executive director of Main Street programs in Meredith and Plymouth, and now she says she is ready for the corner office. Now let's send it to the Frank Edelblut campaign. That's where Mike Cronin is standing by.
Thank you, Kristen. And Frank Edelblut is hoping for a political outsider's victory tonight here at the Yard Restaurant in Manchester. Earlier today, the Wilton businessman shook hands at Bedford High School. He's an accountant and first-term legislator. Edelblut describes himself as a staunch conservative, both on fiscal and social issues. Over the past year, he's been making a name for himself among established Republicans. He says it is time for a different kind of governor in the corner office, someone who will grow wages and eliminate government waste. And we will have live coverage tonight from the Yard as the king watches the election results roll in. Live in Manchester, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
And turning our attention now to the Democratic race for governor.
3 candidates are facing off here, hoping to be on the ballot come November. We have live team coverage of those candidate headquarters tonight. We begin with WMUR's Jean Mackin.
And Colin Van Oostern's campaign clearly confident, calling this gathering inside the Manchester Millyard Museum a general election kickoff party. We caught up with the candidate today visiting the polls. One woman asked him to walk her to the door so that she could vote for him. He cast his own vote with his family in his hometown of Concord. The 37-year-old executive counselor and former Stonyfield business manager campaigned on his economic plan, which includes extension of commuter rail service. Now, he won the endorsement of the State Employees Union, and tonight he told us he vows to be out meeting with voters until all of the polls close. One of his challengers is Mark Connolly. Andy Hirschberger is covering that campaign right across town in Manchester. Andy?
Well, Mark Connolly says that there are some key issues in this campaign, like the heroin crisis and education, but he says experience is what sets him apart from his challengers. Connolly is the former Deputy Secretary of State and was the Director of the Securities Regulation. He was also a state representative while he was a student at Dartmouth. Connolly spent the morning voting in Newcastle, then campaigning in Portsmouth, Manchester, and Nashua. He says the voters he's spoken to feel the state is doing well, but things could be better. Connolly says a victory tonight is a unified Democratic ticket with him at the top. That's the story from Connolly headquarters. Let's go over to my colleague Charisse Leclerc, who is at Marchand headquarters.
That's right, Andy. Thank you. Well, former Portsmouth Mayor Steve Marchand says his experience governing this city will translate to the needs of all voters and people here in the Granite State. Now, Marchand, a former Portsmouth City Councilor as well, now works as the principal at SRM Consulting. That's a public relations firm after a stint at UNH. Today, he met with students and voters at the Dairy Bar in Durham before heading off to Manchester, Concord, and Goffstown to greet voters. Marchand calls himself the most progressive candidate in this race, who fully supports legalizing and taxing marijuana. He opposes the death penalty and calls himself fiscally responsible. He'll be meeting with his constituents and supporters tonight here at the Art Space. They're expected to fill this room at about 7:30 tonight. Live in Portsmouth, I'm Charisse Leclerc, WMUR News 9.